All right, as promised, JoJo Rabbit full review. All right, so first off, let me adjust this focus here. Why is this looking like this? Let me turn on some more lights. All right, y'all can see me. All right, JoJo Rabbit full review. All right, first off, I want to talk about the movie itself before I dive into my mixed feelings about it. All right, the movie, it was good, really well done. The cinematography was excellent. The acting was really good. Sam Rockwell did a good job. Scarlett Joe did a good job. The kid was good. The kid's best friend was probably my favorite part of the movie. Yorkie, he was hilarious. Every time he popped up on screen, it was like, "Oh, hey, Yorkie, what's up?" Um, and also, I'm gonna probably do some spoilers. I'll do spoiler alert warning before I do spoilers, and that'll be the rest of the video. But before I do spoilers, I want to talk about the movie in case like you haven't seen it and still want to see it, but want to know, I guess, my thoughts on it. Subscribe to my channel first off. Um, yeah, subscribe, please. Um, so first off, Sam Rockwell, um, he's been playing racist characters a lot recently. That's kind of raised my eye. Um, I don't know if anyone else has noticed, but he was in Three Billboards Outside Ebbing, Missouri. I hated that movie. I'm gonna be real. I had a bad experience watching that in theaters too. When Frances McDormand dropped the N word with the hard R, there's some people in the theater that laughed at that moment. I'm looking around like, what the fuck? Like, is that funny to y'all? Like, nah. I mean, I saw it. I think there's mostly white folks in the theaters, so that gives a good explanation. But man, that I wanted to walk out that theater right then and there, but I was like, nah, this is an Oscar nominated movie. I gotta watch it. Blah 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 blah. The critics said it was this, that weak movie. I think it. Hopefully, in 20 years, we look at it like, okay, this movie wasn't that good. But his whole redemptive arc, Sam Rockwell's in that movie, was trash to me. It was just like, all right, this racist cop. In the movie, they said that he had abused or brutalized a black man or something like that. That wasn't addressed anymore in the movie outside of them just talking about it, and then like you were made to like feel for him, like feel bad for him almost. It's just like, I don't feel bad for this piece of shit cop. Fuck him. You know what I'm saying? Let me not talk too loud because I'm at my parents' house for quarantine, so let me not cuss too much. um, so yeah, Sam Rockwell. What else? He was in. He played George Bush in Vice, which I haven't seen yet, and then he was in that movie that looked pretty terrible with Taraji P Henson, War of the Words or something like that. And saw the trailer and it was like, not for me. Um, so yeah, the main thing that rubbed me wrong about this movie was the Wes Anderson type aesthetics. It's just like the scenes where like they were training these little kids to be Nazis. They had like classic rock playing, as if it was like something cute. You know, it's like, no, they're training these kids to like believe in white supremacy and kill, disregard anybody that doesn't have like blonde hair and blue eyes. Like, that's not cute. I don't care if they are kids. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's disrespectful. Um, the main reason or the main red flag for me, the thing I was looking at it like, y'all really did this, was when like the opening credits um, were going on and they displayed footage of like real footage of like the Nazi regime with some happy-go-lucky music playing over. It's like that. The stuff wasn't funny. The stuff wasn't fun. You know, I said this on my letterboxd account. Like, whenever I personally like read up on the Holocaust, it's haunting to me. Like, if I'm reading up on it before bed or anytime close to before I go to bed, like I'm gonna have a hard time sleeping. That's how horrifying that stuff is to me. So like, you can't put footage of Nazis rising to power over some cute classical rock song. That's just whack to me. Some people might disagree, but I didn't like that. Um, yeah, and the stuff where they made the Nazis funny. You know what I'm saying? And it was a mockery, but part of me was like, I don't think this is, because the second half of the movie went for a more realistic tone. So it's like, if you're gonna be realistic, come on, like I don't believe that people that stupid would have actually risen to power. Like the scary thing about white supremacy is a lot of those people are smart. You know what I'm saying? Like with this new neo-Nazi crap going on here in America, like some of those dudes are college educated, so they're not just complete dum dums. Like fuck them, you know what I'm saying? Like white supremacy's trash. Um, but don't generalize it like it's not the dangerous threat that it is. You know what I mean? Be real. That's part of the problem to me. Um, so yeah, because I gave it a 3.5 out of 5 star in my initial review, but like thinking on the way it used like that cute little classical rock, it's like, ooh, let's train these kids to be Nazis. Let's play a Rolling Stones song. Like, nah. Um, yeah, I kind of want to give it a 2 out of 5 star now. Yeah, my new rating for Jojo Rabbit is 2 out of 5 stars. It was well done, well acted, but I just don't think the time is right for a movie like this. Maybe like 20 years ago, but it's like Donald Trump is the president of the United States. You know what I'm saying? Like, why not make a movie? I saw this somewhere else, so this isn't a completely original thought. Why not make a movie critiquing him and making his posse of people that defend that stupid orange piece of crap? Why not make a movie mocking them? Wouldn't that be a little more efficient? You know what I mean? I could be like, I'd laugh at that. You know what I'm saying? Making them look stupid. That'd be funny to me. And I also thought when I was watching the movie, um, because the Holocaust, like I'm not Jewish, so like I'm only going to have so much, I guess, connection to it or whatever. So I thought like, what if they made a movie like this about like slavery or like the Ku Klux Klan, and they had like Klan members walking around being funny and whimsical. I don't know if I'd laugh at that. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm the type of person who loves comedy. I like a lot of different types of humor. Um, some stuff that might not be PC, but comedy's comedy. To me, like when comedy has a lot of truth in it, that's when it sticks out the most to me. I'll just give one example of a scene that I thought was hilarious. And or at least I laughed at. Yeah, and the Water Boy, when the black guy, the kicker, when Coach Klein tells him to like visualize the ball as something that he hates, and then he sees like the ball is like the head of a Klan member, and then he like kicks the shit out of it. That was funny. Okay, that was funny. But the whole movie wasn't like Klan members funny, ha 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 ha. You know what I mean? Also makes me think of look this video up on YouTube. Denzel Washington talks about a movie he auditioned for and almost did. Um, he calls it the nigga they couldn't kill. And if you look it up, it's just like, oh my goodness, this is probably the most offensive movie ever. And he had a point to some of the guys that were like the producers who were Jewish. Because I guess there was a scene where he was supposed to be getting like hanged or given the electric chair or something like that, and he breaks out of it. And then, it wasn't funny to him. And he made a point to the Jewish people like, oh, so it's like if you had a bunch of Jews in like a gas chamber, and he was like, would that be funny to y'all? That was like his point was like if it was like your tragedies, if your tragedies were being used for like comedy like this, would how would y'all feel? You know what I'm saying? So I thought that a lot while watching Jojo Rabbit. Like, if there was a movie like that that really kind of downplayed slavery and made it look like it wasn't the evil thing that it was, um, I would be pissed off. I would be pretty mad. Um, I did watch Django Unchained when it came out. I saw it in theaters. I have mixed feelings about it. Tarantino is trash for using the N word in his movies. Like, you ain't black, Tarantino. You ain't never gonna be black. All right, stop that. All right. But Django Unchained, I ain't gonna lie, I liked it a lot when I first saw it. It's not one I go back and rewatch often because it's like I don't want to hear nigger 150 times. It's not a good time to me. Um, the scenes where he's killing racists is cool, but everything else is like, ooh. And the movie had a lot of humor in it. But I felt like that movie took slavery pretty seriously. Like, you got the scene where like the slaves getting eaten apart by the dogs, and Christoph Waltz is horrified. Like, that wasn't played for laughs. That was probably something that really happened. The scene where you see Broomhilda, Django's wife, in the box, and they're just straight up dehumanizing her. That wasn't played for laughs. So there was like an element of seriousness um, that prevented it from being just 100% completely offensive. That's how I felt about it. I know a lot of people have different feelings about it, and maybe it's because I'm from a younger generation. You know, I'm 25 years old. Um, I'm not sure how all the older generations feel, but I feel like that might be why I wasn't super offended by it. But it's definitely not something I just throw on a lot. So yeah, I thought about that while watching Jojo Rabbit, and I thought Jojo Rabbit was a lot more disrespectful than Django Unchained, in my opinion. Because Django Unchained didn't have like a scene where white folks go to Africa and bring Africans back on slave ships set to like Barry White. You know what I'm saying? Like they didn't have a scene like that. If they did, I would have walked out the theater. I saw it with my mom. Me and my mom would have probably been like, "Okay, this movie isn't for us. This is offensive. Bye." But it didn't have that. You know what I'm saying? Well, I'm a beast with Tarantino. I can make a whole nother video about that. Um, yeah. So my final rating for Jojo Rabbit, even though it was extremely well done, is 2 out of 5 stars. Okay, let's start taking these things seriously if we really want to move forward. We got to be real about the past, the horrific truths of the past. Okay, we can't ditzy it up and put a bow on it and market it to audiences. Like, no, let's be real. Okay, let's be real. All right, peace out. Hope everyone's staying safe.